into all of these coin, what they are, why you should pay attention to them, how much you do invest. Because some of you like 10 million invest in coin. Me, I don't have money. Oh. All I have is $10. Oh, I can try and raise $1. Just $1. 500 naira is all I have. Maybe there's a way you can turn 500 naira to 10 million. I do not know. But all I know is that I'm going big on crypto this year personally. And like I promised everyone who's following me, I'm going to carry you guys along. So if you fall in that fray where you also want to profit from the cryptocurrency space and you want to get access, all right, to things that can actually propel, all right, that can propel that result for you, you want to stay tuned to the information and what he is going to be sharing with you tonight. Okay, so let me see if he's already around. But please, before we bring him up, I want you all to go ahead and share this video, share this live with at least 20 people, 20 of your contacts. Share it with them. Let them come right online right now. We are live. We're live. We're live. This is going to be a short one, so don't expect us to be here for long. Don't expect us to be here for long. But please, before we do anything, go and get something like this and something like this. Everything we are going to say, come and make sure you write them down. Make sure you take notes of those things. So you don't get this information for free in most places, but you're going to get it for free today. So we are doing this courtesy of the cryptocurrency journey that we are building. Kunle, what's up? How are you? Based on the journey that we are building this year and how I want to carry almost everyone along, all right, on, okay, people have started coming on YouTube. Hello, YouTubers. Nice to have you guys. Unfortunately, my guest will not be able to appear on YouTube. I didn't make that arrangement for him, but at least you will be able to hear his voice as well. So finally, I have one viewer on YouTube. Why did you wait that long? Thank you. I'm sure more. I have two viewers now. Now they are growing. I'm saying shout out to you guys. Okay, so we're gonna have we're gonna be having our guest come up any moment from now. And you've had him before. This is the third time that I'm going to be bringing him live to speak. He's not the only protege I have in crypto. I have about three of them that are on fire. All right. Eventually, I'm going to have to still interview the other two of them. All right. But JP is one of the best teacher you can have. All right. It's an amazing gentleman. It's an amazing teacher. It's an amazing communicator. And although he's a ruthless executor, like we used to call Steve Harris, all right. So he's a brutal coach. So he doesn't take nonsense. You know, they learned it from me. Maybe I don't take nonsense. Maybe I'm a lenient person. I don't know, but maybe I'm soft now. You know, as you grow older, you cool down small. So the way I'm sounding like I'm already old. I'm still young. Anyway, guys. But the truth of the matter is, he's one of the best guys around, actually, that I can recommend to pace you. He's my mentor in the crypto space too, because I have not been an active player in crypto. I'm a passive player, but I operate from an investor's point of view. But right now, I'm going on the offensive this year, and I'm using every available avenue. All right, to every available avenue. All right, to make sure that this crypto thing, we're going to do it together. And I have a simple desire to take 1,000 people in 2022, 1,000 people to the realm of $100,000 to $1 million in crypto portfolio this year. How many of you want to be part of this? Please put "I'm interested" in the chat. You want to be part of the 1,000 people that I'm going to hold you by the beers. If you are a guy, where will I hold the ladies now? Let me be gentle, by the hand, and make sure that all of you generate $100,000 up to $1 million from the crypto space this year. I was speaking to one lady in December, I think, or November or December. And last year alone, she did over $1 million, and she's 20 years old, over $1 million from cryptocurrency. I mean, what does she know? She must know something I don't know. She must know something you don't know. So this exists. Amazing stuff. All right. And this is the purpose of what we are doing. So we want all of you to benefit. So to anchor this, help me invite and welcome an amazing guy. I'm inviting him now. Hope he joins soon. All right, an amazing guy. Please share this now. All right, we've been here together for this is the third time we're here together for 2 times, and this is the third time that we're going to be here together. And today we're going to be discussing and sharing 5 crypto picks that can blow you up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome John Paul to the show. JP, how are you? This is the boss of crypto. This is the boss of them all. You're welcome. You're welcome. How are you?
Thank you.
All right, fantastic. So we are here again. We are here again. JP, we are here again. We want to hear from you. Oh my goodness. All right, so we've brought people here. What are these coins? How can they get to buy them? Why should they buy them? And all of that. So the floor is yours. So in the next 30 minutes, I want you to bamboozle us. I've got my own paper and pen that I want to write down knowledge because I want to make money. So over to you.
So you're going to need a pen and a paper, or if you have a notepad on your phone, you're going to need that because I'm going to be dropping information that you really need. And I'm going to be breaking down this information for you so that you don't become discombobulated with all the old grammar and terminologies, in crypto. So I'm going to give you a layman understanding of these tokens so that you know how to execute and you know how to make money from them. Okay, so before we start mentioning these coins, you need to understand something. Become discombobulated with all the whole grammar and terminology, in crypto. So I'm going to give you a layman understanding of these tokens so that you know how to execute and you know how to make money from them. Okay, so before we start mentioning these coins, you need to understand something. The most important thing you need to make money is information, the right information, right? But then information is not enough. If you do not have the guts to act on that information, then the information is useless. Okay, and the reason why people usually do not act on certain profitable information is because they do not have a very clear and fundamental understanding of that information. So they have what we call double mind. Yeah, but if something is breaking or rather broken down for you completely and you understand it perfectly, you understand the risk involved and you understand the risk management that can be applied, I believe everybody will take action. Okay, so now let's get right to it immediately. So I'm going to be mentioning the first coin. This coin is a coin that makes me happy because it made me a lot of money, I must confess. It made I and my team a lot of money. When I say a lot of money, I mean a lot of money. So whenever I mention this coin, I feel nostalgic, rather. And the most beautiful thing about this coin is it's going to make you money, basically, right? This coin is literally one of the coins that changed my life because I was able to identify this coin when it was still very, very young. It's just like discovering Good Luck Jonathan when he was still a poor secondary or primary school student and investing in him, knowing that he's going to become one of the greatest presidents that we've had in Nigeria. Or discovering Donald Trump when he was still a baby. That's basically how it is discovering coins at their early stage. Because if you don't discover these coins at their early stage and you come in late, you will not make as much money as those that discovered them early. So this first coin that I'm going to mention right now is going to make you rich if you know how to invest in this coin. This coin is going to make you rich. Now, the most beautiful thing about this coin is this. It's going to give you active income and passive income. Now, what do I mean by active income? Active income is when you trade, you buy, you sell, you execute. Active, right? But then this coin will also give you passive income where you literally don't have to do anything. You don't have to buy and sell. You just sit down there and this coin is giving you returns. Returns that you can even call your monthly salary because that's what I do, honestly. This particular coin I'm going to call right now pays me a monthly salary that I use for, my logistics and flights and hotels and everything, basically. So pay very rapt attention. And no, I'm not mentioning the Bitcoin, of course. The first coin I'm mentioning is the Binance coin, BNB. The Binance coin, BNB. The Binance coin. Write that down. Okay. Now let me give you a very quick background check for Binance coin. You see, Binance coin is the native token for the Binance platform, which you all know, right? And of course, Binance is the largest cryptocurrency platform in the world. In fact, Binance is like the World Bank for crypto. And I kid you not, Binance is the safest, most popular, and the most secure cryptocurrency exchange platform in the whole wild fucking world. And it's not even debatable, basically. Now, BNB is their native token. Okay. Now, the Binance coin was launched in 2017 by the CEO of Binance, of course. His name is Changpeng Zhao, popularly known as CZ. If you go to Instagram, you know him as CZ. Just search for CZ. You will see him, very ugly guy, but very intelligent guy, yeah? And immediately this coin was launched in 2017, the potential was just too much. The potential was it was too much to ignore. And when I and my team did our background check on Binance coin, we saw the future. We saw that, man, the future was bright. How did we know that the future was bright? I'll break it down for you. You see, Binance launched an ecosystem of functionalities for its users that has really never happened before, right? BNB is the most unique token in this world. When I talk about functionalities, it is too numerous to mention. Aside that, Binance has several networks, including the Binance Chain, the Binance Smart Chain, Trust Wallet, and research projects. I know most of you don't even know that it's Binance that owns Trust Wallet, right? Binance are the owners of Trust Wallet, basically. So you know that Binance is, when I say Binance is king, I mean Binance is king. It doesn't even go up for a vote, okay? Now, Binance, this is a very, very interesting part you need to pay attention to. Binance has a maximum supply of 165.12 million. It has a total supply of 165.12 million. And it has a speculative supply of 165.12 million. It's crazy. I mean, if you know what those mean, you will know that Binance is gold right now. I know most of you do not know what maximum total and all of that mean, but I may explain that if we have time. Now, Binance has a market cap of $72.07 billion. I didn't say million, $72.07 billion. Now, how do you get the market cap of any coin? You simply multiply the price of that coin times the circulating supply. Now, you know that the circulating supply is 165.12 million, right? Now, multiply it by the current price of BNB, and you will get the market cap, okay, for this particular coin. Now, let me give you how to make passive income from BNB, okay? Now, like I told you, you make money from BNB normally when you trade it on futures or in sports, like most of you know how to do. Now, this is how BNB gives me passive income. You see, when I told you that CZ created a myriad of functionalities for BNB, I'm not joking. This is what they did. You see, when Binance wants to bring in a new, or rather wants to bring on board a new coin or a new token, it goes through what we call a launch pool or a launch pad. Okay? Now, when a coin is launched on the launch pool or the launch pad, Binance gives you the opportunity to stake your BNB or you stake your BUSD in the launch pool. Now, if you stake your BUSD, of course, BUSD is Binance US dollar, right? Now, if you stake your BUSD, you get 20%. But if you stake your BNB, you get 80%. Okay? Now, the last launch pad that was done was local, right? Local. I'm sure most of you participated in it or most of you heard of it, right? Now, for the local launch pad, which is the League of Champions, yeah? For the local launch pad, If you stake your BNB, let's say you have 10 BNB, for instance, and you go and stake your 10 BNB in the local launchpad. Now, launchpads happen within 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the afternoon. That's the difference between launchpad and launch pools. While launch pools take as much as 30 days or even 60 days. But I'm talking about launchpad now, right? So on the day that local was launched on Binance, around 7 a.m. on the dot, I and my team, every single one of us, by 6:55, we were on Binance waiting with our phone. You know, when you want to do shit like that, you don't do it with your laptop, man. You have to be on your phone because we are snipers. We are going in and we are getting out with the speed of light. Because if you snooze in Launchpad, you lose. Now, this is how it works. For Launchpad, they give the most reward to those that get in first. Now, by 7 a.m. on the dot, if you check Binance, you will see that almost 80,000 people have already staked. 7 a.m. on the dot. So by 6:55, I and my team, we are seated with our phone and we are just waiting. And then by 6:59, you will see the countdown from 58, 57, 56, and we watch the countdown. And once it gets to once it gets to 1-0, we commit our BNB immediately. And once you commit your BNB immediately, you are amongst the first people that committed, and you're going to get the most rewards on that coin. Now, the staking period is from 7 a.m. till 9 a.m., right? From 9 a.m., they start calculating the reward, and by 12 a.m., 12 noon, they distribute the local tokens to everybody. So depending on the amount of BNB you staked, if you staked high BNB, you get high rewards. If you stake small BNB, you get small rewards, right? Now, for people like us that have very huge bags, we get a lot of rewards. Now, when it got to the distribution period, it was 12 noon, they sent everybody their own portion of the local token, right? And they gave me mine, they gave every member of our team theirs, right? And then it was released for trading by 1 p.m. Okay, so by 1 p.m., local/USDT was available on the stock market, stock market for you to trade. Okay, now this is the trick. This is how I and my team maximize profit here. You see, once it is released for trading, by 1 p.m. on the dot, when I say on the dot, I mean on the dot, not 1 second after, the price of that token, whatever token that they are launching, will skyrocket. You will see the candle. The candle is as long, oh my God. Go to your Binance, search for local, click on local, go and check the very first candle. Put it on a daily time frame, check the very first candle. You will see how high it went. Okay, so it went as high as almost $100. And this is the trick. Immediately it goes up, it comes down immediately. Now, this is how it happens. When everybody has been given this local token, right, everybody knows that you have to sell it. Because if the price comes, the price is going to dump, okay? So everybody is ready to sell at that particular point. So now, immediately it is released for trading, the price will shoot up. And if you are fast enough to sell, you can sell when it is $80. Now, imagine if you got 20. Just 20 of those local tokens, and you sold them at $80 per one. Now multiply 80 times 20. How much do you have? $1,600. $1,600 for free. That's, of course, 1,600 USDT. And you know how much that is. That's basically what most of my team members got. I mean, those that have small bags, not for people like us that have crazy amounts of BNB in our possession. Okay, so BNB is a coin that, aside the fact that it is growing and appreciating in value, it can be giving you monthly income that you can pay. Like, basically, I resigned to my faith and I said, okay, I'm going to be getting my monthly salary from Launchpads and Launchpool. And that's what I do. Once I get whatever I get from my Launchpad and my Launchpool, I just spend it on fuel, on flight tickets, and everything that I really need to do. And before the start of another month, we have had at least another 2 Launchpads and Launchpools, basically. So do not sleep on this. Do not sleep on this. Binance is my #1 token. Now, most of you might be expecting me to say Bitcoin. Bitcoin cannot make you rich. Please, if you're buying Bitcoin, you're wasting your time. Unless if you want to have Bitcoin, you know,
So
because
you
very
can,
soon
instead of
Bitcoin is going
saving
to be
money in
like
the bank
diamond.
and
It's going to be
depreciation
like
and
a
inflation kills your
status
money,
object for the
you
rich.
can keep it in
So you may
Bitcoin
want to
if you're
get
not
some
using
Bitcoin
them
and gold. But
immediately,
if
and
you're
this
thinking
is
you're going
when
to
we
sell it
get
later and make
when the
money, no,
price
forget
is either
about it.
at the
You're
same price you
too
bought it
fucking
or
late.
above the price
Too
you bought it.
late
And
Yeah,
that's why
to
Bitcoin
cash in
smart
on
people are
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is
buying Bitcoin
actually
now
is a
with
store
money
of
that
value.
they are not spending
Yeah,
yet.
So
All right,
the
knowing
way
that
you
a
these
buy
store
coins
of
gold
will
and
value,
go
bit,
back
basically.
up and they're going to
so
be
you
able to make
can,
a
instead of
bit
saving money in the
of
bank and
profit from it.
depreciation and
But of course, that's
inflation
just you
kills your
wanting to
money,
store your
you
money
can
instead of
keep it in
saving it in the
Bitcoin
bank. But we
if
are
you're not
talking about
using them
going for
immediately,
crazy
and you can
profit here.
easily liquidate
And he has
when the
given the
price is
first
either
coin,
at the
which is the
same price you
BNB.
bought it or
All right, so let's
above the
proceed.
price you bought it. And that's why smart people are buying Bitcoin now with money that they are not spending yet. All right, knowing
Absolutely.
that definitely is going to go back up and they're going to be able to make a bit of profit from it. But of course, that's just you wanting to store your money instead of saving it in the bank. But we're talking about going for crazy profit here. And he has given the
Yeah.
first coin, which is the BNB. All right, so let's proceed.
Okay, are you guys ready for the second coin? Are you guys ready for the second coin? The second coin is my second favorite coin because this coin made us a lot of money. And I mean, I and my team. Okay, somebody asked a very important question, and I think I need to address it before we proceed. Long Reach Lagos Hub asks, is Binance a token or trading platform? Because I'm lost here. Now, Binance is a trading platform. It's an exchange, and it has its own native token called the BNB, right? Which is the Binance coin. So Binance is the company, and then BNB is the coin. Okay, so do not be lost, please. It's just like Ethereum. Ethereum is the company, Ether is the coin. Yeah. Okay, so the second coin is a very magical coin. It's magical because you see, BNB, the money we made from BNB took a little while. Yeah, it took a little while because we started copying BNB as far back as 2020. Yeah, and around say September 2020, BNB was below 10,000 naira. So I and my team, we got a lot of BNB. And I told them, I said, guys, see, if you are buying BNB, okay, relax. BNB is going to the moon. We have seen the, see, it's just like when you look at a child. You know, there are certain kids you see and you know that this child is going to go far. You don't need a prophet to tell you, basically. BNB has so much potential. I told my team, I said, guys, relax. If you're acquiring BNB, acquire it and forget about it. BNB is going to make us rich. And we were very, very patient, right? So around November 2020, BNB rose to around 20,000 naira. But then around January 2021, last year, BNB rose to 80 something K. Around February, March, BNB rose to 100,000 naira. Around April, BNB rose to 300,000 naira for one. Now, imagine somebody that has 100. Imagine somebody that has 1,000. Imagine people like we that started buying BNB when BNB was around 3.5 or so. So when you see some people spending money or doing a lot of stuff with money, don't ever think it's money ritual. Money ritual is not real. People have money, man. People have money. It won't show in their bank accounts. If you check their account statement, it won't show. But these guys have crypto that can buy your village. I'm not kidding here. So you need to wake up. You need to know what is happening in this world. If not, oh my God, your children are just going to suffer for nothing. You just need to be aware of what is happening. Okay? So Solana, the second coin, which I'm going to mention right now is Solana, right? Write it down, Solana, S-O-L, Solana, right? Now, Solana made us profit very fast because we didn't have to wait as long as BNB, yeah? Solana made us money within 3 months. Within 3 months, we made crazy money from Solana. As in, before we could blink and open our eyes, Solana was over 100K. Now, this was Solana that we started copying when it was below 10K. And it was so fast that we were like, what's happening? Is this project so mad? So the thing is this, when we identified the Solana project, okay, let me give you a little breakdown of the Solana project, yeah? So that you have an understanding too. Let me not just put the coin in your face, yeah? So Solana was created by Anatoly Yakovenko, and he teamed up with his friend Greg Fitzgerald. And they launched this coin in Geneva, Switzerland in 2020. Even though the idea came about around 2017, but they actually launched it officially in 2020 in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, now the launch of Solana was mad because when I heard about the launch, I heard the name Solana. It didn't really pique my interest as such. But then one of my team members were like, I think we should do a little background check on this coin. I said, okay. I was a little bit reluctant though, because Anatoly Yakovenko and Greg Fitzgerald are not people that I really know as such. I didn't know they were beasts, but they were actually beasts. Yeah, but I didn't know. So we decided to do a background check. Now, you see, Solana is like, I want to give you an analogy that you can easily understand. Solana came to perfect Ethereum. Now, we all know what Ethereum is, right? Ethereum is the most, how will I put it, the most important coin in this world. Forget about BTC, forget about Bitcoin. Ethereum is the most unique and the most utilized coin in this world, Ethereum. Okay, but Ethereum has only one fault. Gas fees, which you all know, gas fees. You can't send Ethereum. For you to send Ethereum from one person to another, the gas fee is almost 15,000 naira. So even if you are sending just 10,000 naira worth of Ethereum, they'll charge you around 15, and it's crazy. It's too much, yeah? It's totally unreasonable, and it takes time, okay? Now, Ethereum is perfect. Ethereum built an ecosystem that is so unique. Oh my God, the ecosystem that Ethereum built is like the United States of America, basically. But then that one fault, that gas fee is basically what destroyed Ethereum. And that is why Ethereum is still where it is today. If not, Ethereum would have overtaken Bitcoin. I mean, what the fuck is Bitcoin? You can't compare Bitcoin and Ethereum in any way, okay? But that one fault of Ethereum is basically what has clipped the wings of Ethereum, and that is why Ethereum decided to upgrade to Ethereum 2.0. And of course, if you have Ethereum, you should have staked it in 2.0. If you have Ethereum and you haven't staked it in 2.0, then I mean, what the fuck are you doing? You should go stake your Ethereum right now in Ethereum 2.0. And they're going to be done with the 2.0 project around October this year or thereabouts. And when they do that, they would have fixed all their weaknesses, including the gas fees. And the reason why the gas fee is high is because Ethereum works on proof of work, just like Bitcoin and all the other older cryptocurrencies, proof of work. While the newer currencies like Solana and Co. operate on proof of stake. Proof of work is, okay, let me not go into that. We are not having a crypto class. I'm just giving you a background, okay? So Solana has everything that Ethereum has. Everything Ethereum has. Plus, it has everything minus the weakness of Ethereum. You know, how many of you have seen this movie, Blade? Have you seen that movie, Blade? Now, they said that Blade guy has all the strength of vampires. He's fast, he's strong, he can heal very fast, but he does not have their weakness, which is the sunlight, the allergy to sunlight. He can literally walk in the day. Okay, so the only weakness that Blade has is the thirst for blood and stuff. But basically, Blade has all the strength of vampires, and he does not have their major weakness, which is their allergy to sunlight. So that's basically what Solana is. Solana has all the gifts and properties of Ethereum without the weakness of Ethereum. I mean, how crazy is that? It's just like having somebody that is as brilliant and resourceful as President Jonathan, coupled with the doggedness and strictness of Buhari. You know, Jonathan's weakness was the fact that he was weak, which is true. I mean, a leader that cannot put his foot down is a weak leader. Now, imagine if he had the heart of Buhari, where he can put his foot down and say, this is what I want to do. Jonathan would have been the perfect president. Jonathan would have been the best president that the whole world has ever seen, because the guy is brilliant, he's resourceful, and he's selfless. Okay, so Solana is a combination of Buhari that doesn't have sense, but is very strict, you know, and very dominant, with Jonathan's resourceful.
I better go.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
Well, now
so Solana has So Solana has the maximum supply of Solana is not available. If you go to CoinMarketCap and you check, it's not available for reason best known to them. But the total supply is 511 plus 62 million, and the circulating supply is 317.3 million. And of course, you know the market cap. Market cap is circulating supply multiplied by the current price. So you have the market cap of $38.05 billion. And it has a market dominance of 1.89%. Do you know what market dominance is? It means the space and the control that only this token has. Now we have over 8,000 different coins in this world. Now only Solana has 1.89%. I hope you know what that means. It's just like one human being having 1.89% of all the powers in the world. It's crazy, like it's mad. Mad, I tell you. So Solana is a coin that will make you fucking rich. Fucking rich. If you know what to do with it anyway. If you know how to invest in it. Because investing is not just about you having 1 million and you say, oh, let me just buy Solana. Or maybe after this presentation now, and you just go to your Binance and say, okay, I have 1 million, let me buy Solana. That's not how you invest. You have to invest strategically. Why? Because if you buy Solana today at the current price, next week it might dip. And then you're having a drawdown. Now, somebody that bought next week when it dips will buy it at a much cheaper price, and that person is going to be in profit before you. And in Forex, we call it the regressive candlestick strategy, but that's for Forex, basically. So if you want to invest and make the most money, you need to understand DCA, and you need to understand how to invest strategically. If not, you will invest and you will not cash out, basically. That's it. So Solana is my number 2 token.
All right, everybody, share.
And I'm going to give you number 3 now. Who is ready for number 3? Who is ready for number 3? Who is ready? Who is ready? Who is ready?
We are ready.
You are not invited.
Share it everywhere.
They are not even inviting their friends. I mean, they are not sharing this live. They're not inviting their friends, and they want me to drop 5 tokens for them. No. I think we should stop here.
All right, everybody, share.
You guys should share this live. Share the live. Share this live. Share it to your friends everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp. Tell them it's happening live on Sam Harvard's page. We're giving you life-changing information right now that will make you rich. And when I say rich, I'm not talking about those people that will just come out and tell you they will make you rich. I'm showing you the blueprints right here, basically. And if you act on this information we are giving you and you do not build your house before December, then it means you don't know what you're doing. Absolutely. It means you absolutely do not know what you're doing. And it means that even if you do money ritual, you still will not be rich, basically. If you don't get rich with this information we're giving you. So my number 3 token is Decentraland, also known as Mana. Decentraland, also known as Mana. Now, let me not waste time with all the big grammar. Let me just explain to you what Decentraland is, yeah? I'm sure all of you have been hearing of the metaverse, yeah? And you've been hearing that musical artists and celebrities and political figures are acquiring real estate on the metaverse, yeah? Now, it is on Decentraland that you can do that, basically, on Decentraland. Decentraland is like the real estate platform for, you know, when you say metaverse is not just for crypto. Metaverse is like Internet 3.0. It's for everything. Social media, technology, everything, artificial intelligence, yeah? So when you're talking about the metaverse for crypto, you're going to be talking about Decentraland, basically. Now, Decentraland is, of course, the platform, and then Mana is the token. Don't get it twisted now. Mana is the token. Decentraland is the platform. So Decentraland is the metaverse for crypto. I don't think I should expatiate on that, basically. Just understand that when you think about metaverse in crypto, you should be thinking about Decentraland, basically. Now, you see, Decentraland is going to make you rich. Do you know why? Because you're still in the infancy stage. So if you are copying Decentraland, if you're copying Mana right now, you are early and you're going to make crazy money this year. If you don't make crazy money this year, save this video, come out on social media by December. Call me out and tell me I'm a liar. If there have ever been any time that I called any coin on social media that it didn't come through, call me out. Go to my Instagram platform, go to my Facebook platform, go to March 2020. Check the post that I made there when I was begging people to buy Bitcoin when Bitcoin was 3.5 million naira. Nobody listened to me. You were all too scared to go in on crypto, going on Bitcoin because Bitcoin just dipped from $20,000 to $7,000. I was literally begging people. I did live. I dropped videos. I made posts begging people to buy Bitcoin at 3.5 million. After I and my team have bought, nobody listened to me. And of course, by November 2020, Bitcoin rose to 12 million. By December, it was 25 million. By January, February, Bitcoin was almost 30 million naira. Basically. So go and grab Mana right now. But like I said, you need to learn how to invest strategically. It's not just going to grab it just like that. You have to invest strategically. You have to invest using this year. Okay? Now, who is ready for my fourth token?
This is just
my fourth coin. Who is ready?
About this year.
Our viewers have not increased. It means you guys are not sharing this live. And this is what they I think I'll go home.
All right.
I think this video is enough.
Let me cut you a little bit. I'm sure a lot of people are enjoying the release of the coin, the release of the information, and the things that you've been sharing. This is just one of the things that we are about this year. And for his students in his community, this is what they enjoy. And the people that are going to be joining my crypto community, the 1,000 people, this is just a tip of the iceberg of what you are going to be enjoying. There is a masterclass that is opening up right now for a lot of you who want more of this. If this is part of your strategy this year, and you truly want to make money from cryptocurrency, you need as many guides as possible. The fastest way to succeed at any kind of business is to find the right mentors, to find people who have gone ahead of you, to find people who are doing fantastically well in the things that you also want to do. Let them hold you by the hand. Pay whatever it will cost. Don't focus on what you're paying. Focus on what you can make. Let me repeat that. Don't focus on the sacrifice. Focus on the reward. All right, because the greater the sacrifice, ladies and gentlemen, the greater the reward or the result you're going to get. So if you're here writing these things down, you're wondering, where do I start from? They said BNB. What is BNB? Or maybe you even know BNB, but what is the strategy that will allow you maximize BNB? All right, you want to know that, or what is this Solana? Where do I get it from? How do I maximize it? How do I grow it? How do I develop it? And you are really, really interested in all of this, then you have the opportunity today to connect with the source. So you keep getting as much of this as you can actually have. All right, so we're going to continue giving you access, but I want you to know that there's an opportunity for you to be a part of this community, to be able to benefit from the depth of all of this. All right, so we're going to talk about that later, so you want to stick around, but I want him to continue now. We have dropped 3 coins already. There are 2 more, and these 2 will blow you away. All right, let's get over to JP. Please continue now.
Okay, so quick recap. Number 1 was BNB, which is the Binance coin. Number 2 was Solana. And number 3 was Decentraland, also known as Mana. Right? So those are the 3 coins. Now we're going to go to the 4th coin. Now the 4th coin is a coin that, this coin is dangerous, right? And the reason why I said this coin is dangerous is, you see, BNB is calm, Solana is calm, Mana is calm. Now when I say a coin is dangerous, it means that you can literally wake up tomorrow morning and this coin has done 2,000%. Like, the coin is a coin that, how am I going to put it? There are coins that are inflammable. Like, if they just get too close to flame, they can just explode. Okay? Now, you see, if you're very observant, you will notice that these coins that I've been calling fall into a unique category. Let me break it down for you. BNB is a native token for the Binance platform. Now we have categories of coins. We have native tokens, right? Now BNB is the native token for Binance platform, yeah? TWT is the Trust Wallet token. That's the native token for Trust Wallet, right? KCS is the KuCoin coin, which is the native token for KuCoin, which is the platform, right? OKB is the native token for OKEX, which is the platform. And every other one, CoinGecko, mention all the platforms, they all have their native token. Now, I gave you one native token, okay? Then I gave you a very solid project. Solid projects are projects like Ethereum, projects like Solana, projects like Throne, even though Throne is still a baby right now. These are solid projects because they have a myriad of functionalities. Then I also gave you a metaverse token. There are so many metaverse tokens, but Decentraland is number one. So I gave you a metaverse token. Now, this fourth coin that I'm giving you falls in a very unique category. That is why I told you that this coin is very dangerous. This coin is dangerous like Russia, like Vladimir Putin. He can wake up one day and kaboom, it just blows up everywhere, basically. So the fourth coin is Axie Infinity, AXS, AXX, AXS, Axie Infinity. And Axie Infinity is a game token. See, listen, when you hear game token in crypto, please draw your ears. Anywhere you hear game token, stop and listen. Stop and listen. Game tokens will make you fucking rich. Tokens you shouldn't play with. Metaverse tokens and game tokens right now. You see, gaming is not part of our culture here in Africa. You know, how many of us play games and even, you know, I mean, you go belly full now before you go play games, before you say you're a gamer. But over there in the West, gaming is a profession. You know, these guys they call nerds. These guys they call geeks. They sit down in their parents' basements and they play video games for a living and they make millions from playing. They even have world championship for gaming. And these guys make millions and millions of dollars, yeah? Now, gaming tokens is the absorption of crypto into gaming. And it's mad. Gaming is like the way prostitution is. Do you know how lucrative prostitution is in Nigeria, yeah? That is how lucrative gaming is over there in the West. It's not something you want to ignore at all, right? And Axie Infinity is an A-level gaming token. When I say an A-level gaming token, I mean cream de la cream, basically. Now, if you mistakenly got AXS in 2020, this year, I'm sure that you built your house because AXS did crazy, unbelievable numbers last year. AXS was mad. AXS made people so much money that I and my team, we felt like crying for AXS, basically. I, in particular, I felt like crying because there's a kind of money you will make effortlessly and you just feel like, do I really deserve this? Because it makes it look too easy and you start feeling insecure like, these one things are easy like this. Are you sure something bad is not about to happen? That's the feeling that AXS gave us. Okay, so I don't have to bore you with all the data for AXS. You can go and Google it. But one thing I will tell you is AXS is an A-level gaming token. And start copying your AXS right now. And don't forget, invest strategically. You can't have 1 million and just dive in and just invest 1 million. You have to invest that 1 million strategically. That is how you cash out. Okay, so number one was BNB, number two was Solana, number three was Decentraland, number four is AXS, which is Axie Infinity.
What are the opportunities?
Right.
And now, I'm going to draw.
Before you do number 5, I want you to talk about the masterclass. A lot of people were not live with us the last time we talked about it. And then the few slots that are still available for those who want to be a part of this, I want you to talk about that. So we'll keep the last, which of course is the biggest, for the end. So I want you to talk about the masterclass. What are the opportunities there? What are the people going to be gaining? Why should they be a part of it? And what it takes to be a part of it. So let's quickly do that before we drop the 5th one.
Okay, so like I always tell people, my masterclass is not really a masterclass per se because we have so many people running cryptocurrency masterclass all over the place. And if you check, you will see that my price is outrageous. I think the highest fee for any cryptocurrency masterclass in Nigeria or in Africa is around 115,000 naira. Okay, and my masterclass is almost ₦1 million. Why? This is because I don't run masterclasses. I literally raise people and turn them into demonic investors in crypto. People that can turn nothing into something, basically. Now, it's not just about how much you have to invest. It's how strategic. You see, you might have 10 million naira and you pour 10 million naira into crypto right now. If you think I'm blind, try it. Bring out 10 million and pour it on all these coins that I've mentioned right now. You will make money, yeah, but check how much you will make. Now, do you meet somebody that has only 500K?
It's a coaching program.
And I will show the person how to invest strategically.
Mentorship.
If that person invests 500K in these coins, 100K each strategically on these coins, that person will make way more money than the person that invested 10 million. It's not about liquidity at all. It's not about, it has never been about liquidity in this world. So basically,
so I just wanted to
my masterclass, even though I don't like to call it a masterclass, is
I asked you, I said,
it's a coaching
one
program.
of a kind.
Basically,
it's a coaching program where I teach you live. The way I'm talking and you're seeing me right now, that is how I teach you. That is how I train. I'm going to teach you and mentor you and mentor that you grow.
You are not watching recorded videos.
And some, they have not had anything.
You have been held by the hands live. So I just wanted to put that clause there, because I asked you, I said, why not do videos? Let people just, you want to really hold them and find out their challenges, because people learn differently. And some people already have foundational knowledge about crypto. Some are making money already. Some used to make money. Some have been trading, but they've not made anything before. And some, they have not had anything about it before. They have just been hearing Bitcoin. They thought it's scam. But now they are understanding it and they want to take a stand at it. The way they will understand is different from somebody that already has Binance app on their phone, or that's already has a few coin already that they had already bought. So you take everybody at the space or the pace they are and assist them to get on the ground running. So that's one of the major unique thing about this. I just wanted to add that footnote. Well done. Please continue.
And you know, a lot of people, especially we Africans, we always feel mathematics is hard, yeah? And the reason why mathematics seems to be hard is because of the kind of mathematics teachers we had when we were growing up. Mathematics teachers were always amongst one of the strictest and the wickedest teachers then. So it made a lot of us to run away from maths, right? And that is why a lot of us that wanted to be medical doctors ended up not being medical doctors, yeah, because of mathematics. But then, you will agree with me that if you actually focus on mathematics, you will find out that mathematics is the simplest course you can ever study. Why? Because mathematics follow rules. You don't need to overthink. You just have to remember and focus. And you just give back what you have been given in the lecture hall. It's not like literature, where you have to write and write and write, and at the end of the day, the lecturer has the prerogative to give you any score he or she likes. In mathematics, you can get 100% because it's pure. Mathematics does not lie. And that is how crypto is. Now, a lot of people find crypto very, very hard to understand. And this is because they haven't really found somebody that could, you know, break down crypto in such a way that they can swallow it like a camel and absorb it into their system. And that is something that I discovered that I have a knack for. And it's something I enjoy doing, because for me, one thing that worries me in this world is if I see somebody that has potential and that person is not living up to that potential, it worries me. I don't need to know who you are. It just worries me. I just want to talk to you. I want to slap you. I want to wake you up. I want to make sure I ginger you and motivate you so that you can start operating on that level. And that is how I train my students, basically. There's no video to watch. There's nothing to read up. You are going to be face-to-face with me every day for the duration of the masterclass. And if I train you and you don't become a beast in crypto, then it is not John Paul that trained you. Go and check. Probably it's a clone, not John Paul. You cannot spend 1 week with me and not be infected. Basically, I'm going to infect you with my aggression, my ambition, my demonic focus, and coordination, basically. And that is something a lot of people lack, yeah? So if you go through my masterclass, you will not just understand how to invest in crypto, you will understand how to invest in any financial asset in this world, because the rules are the same. The same way we have support and resistance in Forex, we have support and resistance in crypto, we still have support and resistance in real estate. If you're a realtor here, you know what I'm talking about. If you go and buy a land that isn't supposed to be sold for 50 million, the houses around that area are sold for around 19 million highest. And somebody, a realtor that is a very good closer, succeeds in making you buy that property for 50 million. You bought it at the resistance level, and the price is going to drop because nobody is going to buy it at 50 million from you. So we have support and resistance in every aspect of life, even your life as a human being, basically. That is why when you go so high in your success, the next thing is for you to fall down or you die, basically. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is this. For those that have been privileged to not just learn from me, but get close to me, you know, and feel my mentorship, their lives have been transformed in ways too many to mention. And if your goal is to make money in crypto, I'm going to show you how to make money in crypto. And our company is the only company that has a 100% money back guarantee. Oga, if you start the masterclass and it's not something, all this mouth and the boasting is not something you meet, request for your money back. I'm saying it live on air. Request, if I don't give you your money back, come out on air. It's simple as ABC. If everything I've been boasting about is not what you see, then you know I'm a fraud, basically. So my masterclass is one of a kind, basically. And that is why it is $1,000. A lot of people have called me and they told me, you know how hard the country is. And I told them, I don't care, man. I don't care. That is why we have Bentley and we have Toyota. Bentley will take you from point A to point B. Toyota will take you from point A to point B. So if you can't buy Bentley, buy Toyota. Why would you go to Bentley and start telling them that you can't afford it? Do they care? No. So that is basically what the GFS group is. I am not on the same level with all the crypto mentors you have on the internet talking trash. They will tell you to do this and do that without making you understand what you're doing. It's not just about making profit. Because let me tell you something. I can give you a coin that will make you 10 million naira within the next 40 days. But you will lose that 10 million naira before December. Why? Because if somebody gives you answer to an exam without you understanding it, if you write that exam again, you're going to fail if that person is not there. So my goal is not to basically show you what to think, it's to teach you how to think so that you can be on the same level that I am. Basically, you should be able to do the same thing that I can. On my team, I wake up in the morning and somebody will just drop an update and say, guys, this is what we're doing. And I'll just go ahead and do it. I won't think because I know that this person knows what he's doing. And I've made so much money from that. Most times you see me, I go to the gym.
Okay.
I just live my life on my own pace because I know everything is taken care of.
It's not
Raise
expensive.
demons like myself in the crypto space that will make me money even when I don't work.
They can afford.
So that is what you're getting. If you're signing up for the masterclass, that's if you can't sign up for the masterclass because it's $1,000 actually, and $1,000 is 560,000 naira.
The last time that we talked about this February masterclass,
and you don't have to say it's expensive. I know it's expensive.
I give discounts.
It's not expensive. It's not expensive. My followers can afford it. They are not poor people. They can afford 560K, $1,000 and more. So the thing is, there are only 10 slots that are available on the masterclass. And the last time that we talked about this February masterclass, I sponsored some people. I gave discounts to some people because, like I said, I want to raise 1,000 people and I want the entry to be easy for people to be able to take it up. So there are 10 more slots, and I said those 10 people that I sponsored the last time, I was going to pay 350,000 out of the money, and they are only going to be paying 150,000 naira. All right. as at
you want
the
to build
last
an
stop. So
amazing
now there
future
are
with crypto.
10
Some
more
of my friends have
space
been
for the
speaking to in
February,
the last few
and it is
days. It's this crypto thing
560,000
we've been talking.
or
This crypto thing we've
$1,000.
been talking is mad.
Or some of us have a way of
There's one of my
changing at
students in
500k
Dubai
anyway.
here
So
who
this
used
time
to give
around, I
some
still want to
Russian
do
guys
like I
some
did the
money, give
last
them
time.
contract, give
So
them
if you
money,
are
give them
live
money
with
for
us
that
right
block.
now and you
And
want
within a
this,
year,
you are
she
sure,
traveled to
you're
the US,
convinced
came
you
to
want this,
Nigeria, and then
you
returned
want
to
to be a
Dubai. And
part
I
of
met
this,
these guys again.
and you want
This
to
guy had
build
bought
an
real estate.
amazing fortune
This
with
guy is now
crypto,
driving
most of my friends have
Bentleys
been
and Rolls
speaking to in
Royce.
the last
And
few
she was
days.
like, "What did you guys
It's this
do? Is
crypto
there
thing
money
we've been
ritual in
talking. This
Russia?"
crypto thing we've been
He said,
talking is
"No,
mad.
it's crypto. We
There's
trade
one of my
crypto."
students in
And then
Dubai
she came to
here
me and said,
who used to
Sam,
give
you know
some
about crypto, you did
Russian
not tell
guys
me.
some
And I
money, give them
say, my
contract, give
dear,
them
I've
money
just
and
been
all
a
that. They were
silent
that
player
broke.
in crypto all
And
this while.
within a
She said,
year,
please, she wants
she
to learn,
traveled
she
to the
wants to learn.
US, came to
And then I
Nigeria,
connected
and then
her
returned to
with
Dubai, and
JP.
then met these
And she
guys again.
paid
These
over a
guys
million
had bought
naira.
real
All
estate.
right,
These
over a
guys now
million
drive
naira
Bentleys and
just to be
Rolls
able to
Royce.
learn
And she was like, "What did
what
you
you
guys
guys are
do?
getting
Is
for
that money ritual in
500,000
Russia?"
now.
He said, "No,
And that has
it's
been the
crypto. We
conversation I've
trade
been having with
crypto."
people in the
And then
last
she
few
came to me
weeks.
and said,
So what I want to
Sam, you
do,
know
all
about
right,
crypto, you did
is
not tell me.
for
I say,
5 of
my
you
dear, I've just been
who
a
are
silent
going
player
to
in crypto
take
all this while.
action
Said,
tonight.
please, she wants to
There's no
learn, she wants
tomorrow
to learn.
here,
And
Oga.
then I
Tonight.
connected
If
her
you're
with
serious, you're serious.
JP, and she
If you're
paid
going to take action
over a
tonight, I
million
want to
naira,
invest in
all
you.
right, over a
All
million
right,
naira,
because I
just
know
to be able to
somehow when I
learn
want to do birthday and
what
I
you
drop my
guys are
account number,
getting
it is
for
people like you that will send
500,000
20 million,
now.
100 million.
And that
That
has
will
been the
bid for the
conversations I've
money,
been
right?
having with
So
people
let me
in the last
start
few
by
weeks.
investing in
So
you
what I
right
want to
now
do,
so
all
that you'll be
right,
grateful
is
to me
for
for life.
5 of
All
you
right. So
who
I'm
are
going to be
going
releasing
to
money
take
for just 5
action
people.
tonight.
All right.
There's no
I'm going to
tomorrow
pay
here, Oga. Tonight. If you're
350,000
serious, you're
out
serious.
of the
If
500k,
you're going to take
and you
action
would
tonight, I want
only
to
be
invest in
paying
you.
just
All right.
150k.
Because I know
So if you
somehow
want
when I
to
want to
take
do birthday
action
and I drop my
tonight and
account
you
number,
want
it
to
is
be
people
part
like
of
you
the
that will send
5,
20
only
million,
5
100 million,
that I'm
like
going
they
to
did
be
for
paying
Davido. Huh? So
for,
let
and
me
you are
start
only
by
going to be
investing in
paying
you
just
right now
150k,
so that
please
you'll be
send me a
grateful to
DM
me for
now.
life.
And the
All right.
caption in your
So
DM
I'm
should
going to be
be, I
releasing
want
money
to
for
pay
just 5 people.
150k.
All right.
I
I'm going to
want
pay
to pay 150k. I'm
350,000
going to drop
out
an
of the
account
500k,
that you're going to make your
and you would
transfers
only
to.
be
All right.
paying
If
just
you are out of
150k.
Nigeria,
So
I'm
if
going to
you
give you
want to
my
take
number.
action
You send me a
tonight and you want
message,
to
and
be
I'm going
part
to
of the
give you
5, only
where you
5
can pay.
that
So
I'm going to
I'll
be
do the payment to
paying
the John Paul group
for, and you are
on your
only going to be
behalf, the
paying
full
just
money. So
150k,
I'm
please
adding
send
money
me a
for
DM
5
now.
people,
And the
350,000
caption in
times
your
5.
DM should
That's
be,
my
I want
investment
to
today.
pay
So don't say I don't
150k.
do giveaway. Oh, this is
I
giveaway
want to
that
pay
I've done. All
150k.
right.
I'm going to drop an
There's a guy
account
that's like a
that you're
brother
going to
to
make your
me, and I
transfers
told
to. All
JP
right.
to
If you are
mentor him
out
on
of
crypto and
Nigeria, I'm
forex.
going to give you my
And I told
number.
John
You
Paul would
send me
say,
a message,
boss,
and I'm
now
going
no
to give
problem. He
you
doesn't have to pay.
where you
He
can pay.
collected
So
money
I'll do
from
the
me.
payment to the John Paul
I
group
was shocked when
on
they
your
say, no, he
behalf,
has
the
to pay.
full
He has to
money.
pay.
So I'm adding
You
money
could have just
for
said this from
5 people,
you. I mean,
350,000
he
times
doesn't have
5.
to pay.
That's my
No, he
investment today.
charged.
So don't say
So
I
this
don't
is
do
not
giveaway,
one
or this is
gimmick.
giveaway
Oh, they
that
have
I've
planned it.
done.
No,
All right.
this is me
There's a guy that's like
investing
a
in
brother
you.
to
Please
me,
don't let
and
my
I told
investment waste.
JP to mentor him in
And
crypto and
please
forex.
come and
And
take
I
it. So
thought John
five
Paul would
people
say,
only. The
boss,
remaining
now no
five people
problem. He
pays
doesn't have to pay.
560k or
He
500k,
collected
depending if
money
you're paying
from
in
me.
dollars or in
I was
naira.
shocked when
But
they
for
say,
those
no,
of
he
you who
has to
want to
pay. He
take
has to
this
pay.
tonight,
You could
I
have
want
just
to
said
pay
this from you. I
150k.
mean,
Please
he
send
doesn't
that
have
to
to pay.
me in
No,
the
he
DM right
charged.
now. As
So
soon
this
as
is
we are
not
done
one
dropping the
gimmick.
fifth coin, I'm
Now
going
they
to
have
check
planned it.
the
No,
first top
this is
5.
me
I'll send the account
investing
details
in
to the
you. Please
first
don't let
5
my investment
that makes
waste.
payment. I'm going to get it. I'm not going
And
to send
please
account details to
come
more than
and
5
take it. So
people. So please, you
5
want to
people
make sure
only. The
you
remaining
drop
5
your
people
own
pays
message in the inbox.
560k or
The rest
500k,
5,
depending if they're paying
you
in
got to pay
dollars
the full
or
price.
in
So that is
naira.
how
But for
we are
those
going
of
to
you who want
run
to
it.
take
The
this
class has opened
tonight,
already because because the
I
initial
want to
10
pay
people who signed up the last
150K.
time are
Please
already in
send
the
that to me
setup.
in the
They are
DM right
preparing
now.
for the
As
massive,
soon as we are
massive
done
growth. So
dropping the
it
fifth
is, we are
coin, I'm
hitting
going
the
to
ground
check
running.
from the first
The
top
class
five.
is happening
I'll
on
send the account
Zoom, on
details to you. The
Telegram,
first
and on
five
WhatsApp.
that makes
Three
payments are
maximum,
going to get
three
it. I'm not going to
platforms. You
send
can
account details
participate
to more
from
than
anywhere in the
5 people.
world,
So please, we
and it
want to
is
make
live.
sure
It's going to
you
hold you by
drop your
the hand.
own
You're going to
message
have
in the
direct
inbox.
access
The
to it.
rest
To go and
five,
disturb him. That's
you
why it
got to
doesn't
pay the
take too
full
many
price. So that
students
is
per
how we are
master
going
class
to
or per
run it.
coaching
The class
session,
has opened
so that
already
it can
because
be
the
able to
initial
give
10
you
people who
that
signed up the last
attention
time are already doing
that
their
can be able to
setup.
help
They are
transform you
preparing for the
to somebody
massive,
who's going to have
massive
a lot
drop.
of
So
wealth.
it
And in
is, we're hitting the
addition
ground
to
running.
this, I'm
The
going to, this
class
is
is
a
happening
bonus
on
now,
Zoom, on
give you
Telegram,
access,
and
a
on WhatsApp.
lifetime access
Three
to my
maximum,
crypto
three
community
platforms. So you can
that I'm
participate from
about to
anywhere
build.
in the
And this
world.
is going to
And it is
cost
live. It's going to
people
hold you by the
about
end. So you're going to have direct access to him
$5,100
to go and
ARR
disturb him. That's
to
why
be
it
able to
doesn't take
join.
too
But
many
those of you who are
students
going through this
per
masterclass, you
masterclass or
have
per coaching
lifetime
session
access
so that I
to
can be able
this
to give
community.
you
So all
that
the research I'm doing,
attention
everything that we want
and
to
can be
do,
able to help
and we're
transform
launching
you
NAP
to
Crypto
somebody
Academy
who's going to
very
have a
soon
lot
as
of
well.
wealth. And in
So they
addition
will be
to this,
paying.
I'm
but
going to,
you
this is a
will not be
bonus
paid
now,
if you are
give you
going to be a
access, a
part of this.
lifetime
So
access
if
to
you are
my
enjoying
crypto
this release of
community
coin and you want
that
to
I'm
know,
about
like
to
he
build. And
said,
this is going
it
to
is not just
cost
about knowing the
people up to
coin,
1,000,
all right?
5,000,
It is
$10,000
about
later on
being
to be able to
strategic
join. But those of
with
you who
your
are going through this
investments, and
masterclass, you
it is
have
not about
lifetime
a lot of
access
money.
to
It's
this
about small
community. So
money,
all the
but
research I'm doing, everything that we
strategically
want to do,
brings
and we're
massive
launching
profit
LAP
for
Crypto
you.
Academy
I was
very soon
teaching
as
yesterday,
well.
I said to be
So
able to
they will be
grow
paying,
wealth
but
in this
you will not be
dispensation,
paying
you
if you
must
are going
know
to be a
what
part
to
of this.
grow
So
wealth with.
if you are
You must
enjoying this release of
participate in
coin and you
it,
want to
but
know, like
most
he
people
said,
stop
it
at
is
either
not just
number
about
one, they
knowing
know
the
about it.
coin.
Oh,
All
there's
right.
money in
It
crypto.
is
So they
about
don't make
being
anything.
strategic
Others, they
with your
participate in it.
investments.
They are
And
trading
it
the
is not
crypto.
about a
All
lot
right, they
of
are
money.
buying coins. They
It's
are
about
doing all those
small
things. They are
money,
telling
but
them to
with
do everywhere
strategy.
with
Then it
different
brings
protocol things,
massive
and they are
profit
trying
for
to
you.
do that,
I
and they
was
are
teaching
losing money.
yesterday,
They
I
are not
said to
making
be
as
able
much
to
money.
grow
But the
wealth
third
in this
one, which is the most
dispensation, you
important,
must
is
know
to be
what to
guided
grow
by
wealth
somebody
with.
who is already a
You must
success.
participate in it. But
That is you
most
knowing
people
how
stop
to
at either number
profit,
one,
how
they
to
know about
maximize
it.
profit
Oh, there's
about
money in
something.
crypto.
So you
So
know
they don't make
about it,
anything.
you
Others,
participate in
they
it, then you
participate
know
in it. They
how
are
to
trading the
profit.
crypto.
How to
All right, they are
profit is
buying
always
coins. They
in
are
the
doing all those
hand
things.
of
They are
the
telling them
people
to do
that God
everywhere.
has
You know,
given you.
different
So it's
people
about
just call
following who
things
no road.
and they are trying to do that and they
If
are
you don't
losing
follow
money.
who
They are
no
not
road,
making
you will
as much
suffer.
money. But the third
Oh, sì
one,
sọ
which is the
ìjágbó
most
náà, èyí sọ
important,
fàdìkan lọ sọ,
is to be
ọ sọ fà,
guided
ọ
by
sọ
somebody
ìjágbó.
who is already a
All
success.
right. All right,
That is you
so
knowing
that
how to
is the three things
profit,
you're
how to
getting. You're knowing
maximize
about
profit
crypto. For
about
some of you
something.
already know
So you
about it.
know
The rest
about it,
you don't
you
pass mark for
participate
one.
in it, then
Number
you
two,
know
you need to
how to profit.
participate in it.
How
Some
to
of you are already
profit is
participating,
always
you
in
don't
the
pass mark. If
hand
you are not
of the
participating,
people that
you
have
will
gone ahead
participate
of you.
now.
So it's about
But the most
following who
important
no
missing
road.
link, all right,
If you
is
don't
the
follow who no
guide
road, you will
on
suffer.
exactly what to do
Or
and
sì sọ
how to
ìjágbó
do
náà, èyí sọ
them
fà nìkan lọ
to
sọ. Ọ
It
maximize
sọ
your
fà,
can't
ọ sọ
profit.
be,
If
that
ìjágbó.
this
can't be
sounds
Ah,
like what you
all
want
right.
to
overemphasized,
do before we release the
basically.
fifth
All right,
coin, all
so
right, we're already
that is the
7 minutes
three
ahead
things
of
you're
time. We have
getting. You're
another
knowing
class.
about
I'm getting to
crypto.
the
For some of
seven
you
minute
already
now.
know about it. Great.
Please
You don't pass
send me
mark
a
for one.
DM right
Number
now.
two,
Don't
you need to
send JP DM.
participate
If you
in
send
it.
him there, it's
Some of you are already
500K.
participating. You
You are
don't
going to
pass
pay
mark. If you are not
$1,000.
participating, you will
But send me a
participate now.
DM right
But the
now
most
and
important
say I want to
missing
pay
link,
150K.
all right,
I'm
is
going to
the
give you an account
guide
details to pay
on
to. You
exactly
pay
what to
tonight,
do
not
and
tomorrow.
how to do
Tonight,
them
first
to
five.
maximize
That's
your
the
profit. So
people
if
that are
this
going to get the
sounds like
discount
what
I'm
you want to do before
sponsoring.
we release the
The
fifth
rest of you
coin,
pay
all right,
and
we're
we will
already
see.
7 minutes
So
ahead of
JP,
time. I have
let's
another
wrap this
class. They
up.
are waiting for me. Seven
Let's
minutes
give the
now.
fifth coin so that I
Please
can attend to
send
the
me a
people who want to
DM
be a
right
part
now.
of this.
Don't
Thank
send
you.
JP DM. If you send him there, it's 500K. You are going to pay $1,000. But send me a DM right now and say, I want to pay 150K. I'm going to give you an account details to pay to. You pay tonight, not tomorrow. Tonight, first five. That's the people that are going to get the discount I'm sponsoring. The rest of you pay the whole thing. So, JP, let's wrap this up. Let's give the fifth coin so that I can attend to the people who want to be a part of this. Thank you.
Important.
Yes, for those that DM'd me when we did the last one, of course, you know the response you got. You see, I'm not an emotional person. I'm a very black and white person. Okay, and when I tell you that my fees are non-negotiable, they are non-negotiable. I don't care whether it's too much for you or too small because my fees are based on my skill and talent and not your budget. That is something you need to understand. So DMing me is
Important.
a waste of time. Take a
Mana.
very quick opportunity,
Yeah.
advantage of this opportunity right now. And one thing you need to understand is this. As we're talking right now, they are sending in DMs, just like the last time. So it's best you DM him now and not wait for the end of this live session. So number 5, real quick. Okay. And of course, number 1 was BNB. Number 2 was Solana. Number 3 was what? What was number 3? Decentraland. Number
Mana.
4 was Axie Infinity.
Yeah.
Of course, Decentraland is Mana. And I'm going to be dropping number 5 right now. Okay. And I'll quickly say this because I'm not really a live person. I usually do not like to come on live as much because I like to focus my attention on my team members. And if you follow my posts, I always say it. I only have time for members. My team members are the only people I care about in this role. If you're not part of my team and you're DMing me, you're going to get a very cold response because I'm a very, very brutal person. And that's my nature. Basically, I can't help it, you know. So I want you to understand this real quick tonight. Speed is one of the most important things in this world. And whatever you're doing, you need to be fast. Let me explain.
It's called momentum.
If you punch somebody slowly, I don't care how strong you are, if you punch somebody real slow, the person will not feel the impact. But if a 7-year-old boy punches you very fast, he doesn't have strength, but because of the speed that he applies, you're going to feel that punch, basically. So in this world, if you want to generate wealth, you need to learn to move fast. This is what rich
It's
people
called
do.
momentum.
Rich people,
It's called momentum.
they want to go from just for the luxury. There's nothing airplanes, especially our crazy airplanes in Nigeria. But then the speed. Now, if you're taking a luxurious bus from Lagos to Abuja, it's going to take you over 12 hours or 10 hours. And then somebody that is taking the flight, in less than 1 hour, the person is there. That way, you meet up for your meetings, you do what you have to do and come back. When you have opportunities, speed will give you the opportunity to act on time. Everything you're doing in this world that you do slowly, you're doing it late, and you will not make money that way. Speed is super, super important, and you need to apply it to everything you're doing. That is why, for me, I live life on a very fast lane. I see an opportunity, I do my research on that opportunity, and I go all in immediately. I go all in, and I get out on time. That is how you build wealth. No matter how shitty an investment is, if you know how to get in on time and exit on time, you will always make money. That is why during MMM, people made money and built houses, and a lot of people got burnt. It is speed, my friend. Now I'm going to be dropping number 5. But before I drop this number 5, there's one thing about me that most of you do not know. You see, I hate to help ungrateful people. I don't help ungrateful people, yeah? So for everybody that has been benefiting on this live, I want you to type, thank you, Sam Harvard, right now. Thank you, Sam Harvard, right now. You have to type it right now. Thank you, Sam Harvard, before I drop the 5th coin. If you don't type thank you, Sam Harvard, right now, I'm not dropping it. I am not. And we're going to end this live without me dropping the 5th coin. I've already tried. I've dropped 4. So type thank you, Sam Harvard, right now as you're sharing this live. Thank you, Sam Harvard. Because it took a lot for him to drag me here. I mean, if you follow me, when was the last time I went on live? It took a lot for him to drag me here. I should be on my system right now, monitoring the market. But I had to be here because he wanted me to be here for you. So type, thank you, Sam Harvard, right now. Beautiful, beautiful. That's how you show appreciation. So I'm going to be dropping the 5th coin right about now. Okay? Now, you see, the reason why I saved this coin for last is because from number 1 to number 4, right? Aside from Decentraland, which is number 3, yeah? So 1, 2, and 4 are coins that have already made a lot of us rich. It has already made a lot of us money, okay? And it will still make you money, but it made us money. And we that got in early, you know, we got a big chunk of the pie. I'm not going to lie to you, yeah? But the 5th coin that I'm going to call right now is a coin that should have blown us and made us rich, but it hasn't yet for a reason. And it is yet to do it. So if you get in on this coin right now, you're going to get a big chunk of the profits that is going to come out of this coin. That is why I saved it for last, because this coin right here is very fucking unique and people are not talking about it. Okay, so pay close attention. The 5th coin is XRP, which is Ripple. The 5th coin is Ripple, XRP. Now, you see, XRP is almost as old as Bitcoin, but a lot of people do not know. You see, XRP is one of the most unique tokens that we have here on Earth. And the reason is this. You see, for XRP, banks, when I'm talking about banks, I mean major banks in the world, like the Barclays Bank, the Chase Bank, JP Morgan, these guys are waiting to make use of the finance technology that Ripple has for their banking system. Now, a lot of you do not know that banks are going into crypto because it is inevitable. It is inevitable for banks to go into crypto, because if banks do not go into crypto, banks will go extinct. All the money that I have is not in any bank. Go and check my account balance in all the banks that I have accounts with. Everything is not up to 200K. My money is in crypto, and almost all the people that I know, their millions and billions is in crypto. So banks are losing money fast. And if banks do not look for a way to absorb crypto into their banking operations, these banks are going to go extinct. Now, Ripple is the coin that has that technology. Now, when I talk about Ripple, I'm talking about a company. XRP is the coin. You know, just like we have Binance and BNB, I mentioned that before. Ripple is the company that has that technology to do that. Now, see the catch. Ripple was hit with a lawsuit by the SEC some years ago. And they have been battling this lawsuit for a long time now. And this lawsuit has been weighing them down. That is why the price of Ripple did not skyrocket when other coins were skyrocketing last year, because of this lawsuit. Okay, now if you follow up the case between Ripple and the SEC, if you're somebody that is very inquisitive like I am, you will find out that the SEC does not really have any tangible evidence against Ripple. So this means that Ripple will eventually win the lawsuit. And when they do, it's just going to be like when Obasanjo was released from prison to presidency. That's how it's going to be for Ripple. Because see, if you look at Ripple in the spirit, I'm not talking about the physical now. If you look at Ripple in the spirit, Ripple is king. Ripple is on the same level with Bitcoin in terms of price. But because of that lawsuit, it has really destroyed a lot of things for Ripple, and Ripple have not grown. But I tell you, once the result of that lawsuit is announced and Ripple is discharged and acquitted, the price of Ripple will skyrocket like no other coin in this world has ever skyrocketed. Because Ripple is too important. Go and do your research on Ripple. Do a brief research on Ripple and you understand what I'm talking about. Ripple have not made me rich yet. It hasn't made any of my team any money. So you have the rare opportunity of benefiting from this project right now. If you go in on Ripple, Ripple is so fucking cheap right now. It is ridiculously cheap. You can get 1,000 pieces, you can get 1,000,000 pieces, you can get 10 million pieces of Ripple tonight. Okay, so Ripple is that token that will change your life, provided you do what? Invest strategically. And
these are just 5.
This is what we're going to draw the curtain for tonight.
I made late last year about
amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we have BNB, we have Solana, we have the Decentraland or Mana as you would call it, and then we have the Axie Infinity or the AXX, and then finally we have the XRP or as you would call it, Ripple. These are just 5. There is a research that I made late last year about the top 200 crypto coins to buy this year, that even if you are the highest at the highest level of novice, you know nothing about crypto, if you only put a small amount into those coins, you will triple your investment by December. You just buy and hold. By December, you will triple. But what if you are a sophisticated strategic investor from the information that you're going to be getting to, so you're going to be part of the community later? You can just imagine what you'll be able to do with this. These are just 5. There are so many of them that you have access to knowing about, that you wouldn't discover yourself. And there are peaks that are going to happen immediately within a day or 2 or 3, can make some of you double of your money, triple of your money. You have access to all of these things if you are a member of the inner circle. I believe with this viewpoint of ours, we have been able to give you information that would help you. So if you are yet to send a DM, please send right now, get the account details, make your payment, and then we'll see